Yoga Behind Bars offers individuals an opportunity to grow, heal, and prepare for their reintegration into their community. Through the use of trauma-informed yoga and meditation, participants are given agency with choice, inclusion, and nervous system regulation. Our next guest is trying to shift the culture of prison from punishment to healing and wellness for the community. Welcome to New Day, Faraji Blakeney. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me and having me.
Absolutely. So what is Yoga Behind Bars?
So Yoga Behind Bars is a nonprofit. It was started maybe in 2008. A couple yogis, two women, were like, hey, we should bring yoga into the King County Jail. And from there, it has grown. We're in over 5-6 prisons, juvenile facilities, the women's prison. We're bringing in the yoga and trained trauma-informed yoga instructors to get people to have experiences of a regulated body.
Yeah, and I want to know more about the trauma-informed yoga. Explain that.
Right. So when you hear yoga, what do you think? What do you envision?
Zen.
Yeah. Some folks, especially folks from my community, thinks, oh, skinny white people, not them. And it's an exercise. It's an exercise. So the trauma-informed part of Yoga Behind Bars, trauma-informed lens, is first thing, it's an invitation. You do not have to do anything. You do not have to perform in here. It's not scope yoga, it's not hot yoga, it's trauma-informed. Second part, your autonomy and agency is highly valued. And I think a third tenet there, where there is more tenets to your trauma-informed lenses, but the third one would be inclusion, the language. The language is very inclusive. It is very informed on the different body types, different genders. Hey, what's your pronouns? What's your access needs? We do all that check-in before we even move our body.
Gosh, beautiful. And what do you hope people take away from your yoga classes?
So the people that know me know I wouldn't say hope. They would know that I say, I claim. I don't even want to hope anything and like it's up. I claim that people take more self-awareness. I do not steward yoga for people to have the best down dog. I do not steward yoga for people to have the best triangle pose. I steward yoga so folks can wake up off that shavasana, the last pose, like you're just resting, more self-aware. Because if you are more self-aware, you could speak to what your access needs is. A lot of folks are having access needs not met, but they don't even know how to speak to what they need met. And self-awareness prepares an individual to be able to advocate for themselves about their access needs so they could show up. They could show up in their humanity. My triple H is honoring humanity holistically.
Beautiful. What has the feedback been? I imagine, this is something new and people are coming in and giving it a try. And like you said, they might not think that they're a yogi, but they're willing to give it a go. So how has the feedback been?
One of the most potent, I'm feeling the truth bump starting to rise on my skin as I think about this young person. One of my most potent feedback I heard from a young person incarcerated was, you gave me something that they could never take from me. And I know what that meant, because when you're inside, they can take your visits, they could take your TV, they could take your clothes, but he was experiencing a practice that no matter what they took or where they placed him, they could not take that from him.
That's so beautiful. How did you get involved in this and wanted to be a part of Yoga Behind Bars and this movement?
Yoga saved my life.
Really?
Yoga saved my life. I did 14 years in prison, and it wasn't first the stretching. It was the stretching of my mind and my heart, my capacity to love and think again and think freely, uncolonized thoughts. I had a colonized brain, and I still am working to decolonize some of the agreements that I have in my head that do not serve my humanity. And so it saved my life in the sense that I learned how to breathe. I learned how to meditate. I learned how to focus and still all the chatter. And then Yoga Behind Bars came in. Now anything that had yoga in it, I was curious to explore. I wasn't trepidatious. I didn't feel like, oh, you're going to get it wrong. I was curiously exploring how I could get it right.
This work has got to be so fulfilling for you, hearing that story of, that young man and what he felt. But it's just, how does it feel every single day to be a part of something like this?
It feels very new. Shout out to all my systemic siblings that are still incarcerated, that are gonna watch our show today and feel some of their freedom through me being on this TV right now, right? I don't do it for me. It's not for me. It's so much bigger for them. And the first time I was able to go into a prison after doing 14 years in prison and see the impact of representation, there's really no words for it, because they're having bigger experience. I'm living this life as a new being. I'm not the same person that went to prison, but they're still in there and they're seeing light as I continue to show up purposeful. Every day, there's no weekends for me. Every day is a purposeful day.
Powerful. I also want to talk about fundraisers, how people can get involved. You have a lot of exciting things coming up. What can you tell everyone? It's exciting.
We have a fundraiser on November 22nd. Shout out to my daughter. It's her birthday, my youngest child.
Happy birthday.
We're at the Benaroya Hall.
Okay.
I think the recital stage. I've never been there. It's going to be a new experience for me. I have live jazz. I have poetry. I have paintings from Ghana. I have paintings and artwork and beadwork from incarcerated individuals. We have incarcerated individuals calling in and doing poetry over the phone.
Beautiful.
On this stage. It's November 22nd at the Benaroya Hall, 7 to 10. Go on the website, get the tickets. And my final part of this is, if they're a liberated individual, which means formerly incarcerated, if you are a liberated individual and you want to go, I got 50% off of your ticket.
Wow. Thank you so much. Beautiful conversation. Loved meeting you.
Thank you.
And Yoga Behind Bars has a community event where you can hear more, like we just talked about, at Benaroya Hall, November 22nd at 7 o'clock.